What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al Sanad. Well, guys, as the year comes to a close and the new year begins, that being 2018, it's only natural for yours truly to share with you guys and gals his top 10 favorite movies of 2017. This list will include 10 movies, 3 of which I will go into detail as to why I love them and why they rank among my top 3 of favorite films of 2017. As for the other 7 movies, I'm just going to basically give you the names of the directors who directed them. It's only fair this way because I don't want to spend too much time explaining why I love these 7 movies and why they rank among my top 10 favorite films of 2017. So without further ado, let's begin, shall we? At number 10 we have Jordan Canning's Suck It Up. At number 9 we have Sofia Coppola's The Beguiled. At number 8 we have Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk. At number 7 we have Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird. At number 6 we have David F. Sandberg's Annabelle Creation. At number 5 we have Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. At number 4 we have William Oldroyd's Lady Macbeth, which brings us to my top 3 favorite films of 2017, starting with Chad Stahelski's John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 2 is without question one of the coolest and one of the best action films I've seen in a very long time, and a film that far surpasses its predecessor, John Wick Chapter 1. This movie, guys, has everything I look for in an action film because this movie has action, drama, tension, emotions, and of course a strong lead performance in Keanu Reeves, an actor I found to be very underrated and quite good in this movie like he was in John Wick Chapter 1. And John Wick is a character I really do love, and when you have John Wick going up against many assassins, one of who is played by Australian singer Ruby Rose, who I think is quite good in this movie, everything you look for in an action film is found in John Wick Chapter 2. The drama, the tension, the emotions, and of course the way the action is shot is so beautiful, the lighting is perfect, and this film, guys, is an absolute masterpiece in terms of action, not in terms of storytelling or in terms of drama necessarily. And what they do next in John Wick Chapter 3, I have no clue, but I'm excited for that movie if they do plan to make it, and I don't doubt they are going to make it because of how financially successful this film was. I do recommend you guys and gals watch John Wick Chapters 1 and 2. These films are not one to miss, trust me. These films are the definition of action and action cinema done right. At number 2 we have Gaby Delal's About Ray, also known as 3 Generations. This movie, About Ray, the title I prefer to call it, is a very wonderful, beautiful film I love so much. It tells the story of this young trans boy, a trans boy who obviously is a transgender, who when he reaches of age, he discovers that he is transgender and wants to make a transition from a young girl to a young boy because he really does want to be a boy, because that's the gender he most identifies with, and that is what he wants to do, to have a sex change operation, though he needs the permission of both his mother and father, though he has not seen his father in a very long time. And Ray, previously known as Ramona, wants to see his father and wants to get permission from him, and of course he does want to learn more about his father and what it means to be a man, because Ray has no idea what it means to be a man, how men should act and how men should approach women and how men are to go about their daily lives. These are the things that Ray does want to learn from his father and others in terms of what it means to be a man. And Ray goes through a lot of hard changes, especially considering that this movie is a coming of age story for Ray, not Ramona, but Ray who does want to be a man and to be seen as a man. And this becomes very difficult for his mother to adjust to or to accept because of the fact that his mother has grown up believing him to be a girl, and even though she does accept him slowly as a boy, it's very hard for her to make that change with him because because deep down, Rey is still very much her daughter, even though she does want to accept him as a boy for his happiness and for hers, if she does learn to accept him more and more and view him as a son and not a daughter, because this is the issue which transgender people go through. The way society views them and how they are born, the changes they have to make in order for them to be accepted in society, and them transitioning from their sex, the sex they are born as, to the sex they most identify with. It's a very hard struggle for transgender people, which to this very day is still a very complicated topic to talk about or discuss. But this movie about Rey, or Three Generations, is a very beautiful film that brings up those topics and makes those discussions on how we are to accept people no matter their gender, no matter their orientation or how they were born, because every single one of us are equal and just as beautiful, and Rey is no exception, because Rey is absolutely stunning and such a bright young man, and watching his story unfold was an experience I found to be most fulfilling. And this movie, guys, is one you have to see because it's so beautiful, so heartwarming, and has a very powerful message at its core. It's a movie you guys and gals have to see when you got the chance to. And finally, guys and gals, at number 1 we have James Mangold's Logan, which is no surprise because Logan is without question the best film of 2017 and my absolute favorite. Everything about this movie I love so much. The drama, the action, the relationship between both Logan and this young girl, the young girl of who is played by a very great Daphne Keane. Daphne Keane is so amazing in her role. I forgot what her character's name is, but she is so fantastic, as is Hugh Jackman as Logan. Hugh Jackman is most vulnerable and most human in the role of Logan, like we never seen before. Logan is a broken down man and a former shell of himself who has been reduced to his lowest form. It's no secret that James Mangold's Logan is the final chapter in Logan's story, in which his story comes full circle. James Mangold's Logan can be viewed as a tragic film and not so much a superhero film, because this movie is very much a drama that tells the de-evolution of Logan until he has to rise up once more and to become the hero that he was meant to be during his time among the X-Men before they all die because of Charles Xavier, which was not his intention because it was an accident. James Mangold's Logan marks the final chapter of both Charles Xavier and Logan, two characters who were most prominent in the X-Men series. Like all great stories, everything must come to an end, and for Logan and Charles Xavier, it comes to a bitter end, but this bitter end is one of beauty and one of warmth, because the heartwarming tale of Logan and the relationship he forms with this young girl, the young girl who is very much his daughter and successor. Logan teaches her the value of life, loves her as much he can as a father, even though it comes later in the movie, but Logan essentially passes on his legacy to this young girl. And once again, guys, Hugh Jackman and Daphne Keane play off each other so well. Their chemistry is so outstanding, and these two are very much like Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a 2013 action-adventure survival horror game I love so much. This survival horror game has a story of Joel and Ellie, a father-daughter-like duo, very much like Hugh Jackman and Daphne Keane. Both Naughty Dog's The Last of Us and James Mangold's Logan are two great stories I love beyond anything else because of the father-daughter story and because of the action, the emotion, the drama, the tension, and just how human the characters are. Logan is so human, so broken down. A part of me actually relates to him, especially because of how he is a very flawed man. No matter how flawed we may be, we can all rise up above our mistakes and do better to become better human beings, like Logan proves to be a strong human being who loves his daughter and dies protecting her as both her father and the Wolverine. The Wolverine goes out in style, and Logan is the final chapter for the Wolverine. 2017 may not have been a great year for movies and has plenty of sad moments because of the deaths of many actors, celebrities, and just people around the world, but 2017 does have great movies. 10 movies in my top 10 list are about a handful of those great films. Thank you guys and gals for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out my other channel where I do Let's Play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.